Okay, good day everyone. Okay, so now we will be having our CBT or computer-based training. So, yung CBT natin is actually pag may face-to-face tayo, actually kayo mismo yung gumagawa nito dito sa ating computers dito sa ating office or sa ating school. But since we're doing this online, so ako na lang yung gagawa ng CBT and then panoorin nyo na lang. Okay, so this is management 2. Okay. Okay, our topic today is SMS or Safety Management System. So here are our subjects. So number 1, what is a SMS? Number 2, why do we need SMS? Number 3, the main elements in a safety management system and the implementation of SMS. So we will discuss this one by one. So the first subject or first topic is what is SMS. So learning objective, after completion of this part, you should have an understanding of what a safety management system is. Okay, so SMS is a documented system for the company and their vessels describing the operations and improvement process through procedures, instructions, responsibilities, authority. Okay, so procedures. When to do what? Instructions. What and how to do it. So yan lahat ay nasa ating SMS. Responsibilities. Who is to do it? So sino yung gagawa ng mga for example, yung procedure na yan is starting of main engine. So ano yung gagawin dyan? So makita mo yan sa instructions. And the responsibility, sino yung gagawa dyan? Kung sa chief engineer ba, sa second engineer ba, or kung engineers ba, or kung kapitan ba yung gagawa niyan. And then, authority. Who regulates and delegates work? So sino yung magbibigay sa'yo ng trabaho? Okay? So nandyan yan lahat sa ating SMS. Okay, the safety management concept. So first, we have the company safety management system. So meron yang policy. And then shipboard safety management system. So yan lahat pala is ginagawa ng company. So the company may sarili silang SMS or safety management. Ito yung concept nila. So meron silang policy. Meron ng shipboard safety management system. So, yung company is gagawa sila ng SMS, meron yung mga policies, and then dinadala yan o ginagamit yan on board ship. So, yun yung sa shipboard safety management system. So, the example of SMS manuals. So, we have the shore-based, So, example of SMS manuals. Shore-based executive management, shore-based professional functions, and shipboard safety management. So, yung shore-based executive management natin, nandyan yan yung company main manual. So, yung main manual natin is nasa company, nasa office yan, and then, bibigyan lang tayo ng copy on board, and then ashore. So, shore-based professional functions. So, meron tayong mga technical, operation, and personnel. So, yan yung mga, meron tayong technical superintendent. Meron tayong sa operations, meron tayong superintendent sa operations. So, for example, nagka-problema tayo sa technical part ng barko. So, for example, may mga problema sa makina or may mga kulang na spare parts. So, doon tayo magbe-message sa ating shore-based professional personnel sa technical department or sa technical superintendent natin. So, ganyan yung process niya. So, yung shore-based professional function, sila yung mga tao na nasa opisina na sila yung i-contact mo or i-message mo if ever may problema ka sa mga bagay-bagay. So, for example, may problema ka sa family mo and then gusto mong umuwi. So, doon ka sa personnel na doon ka mag-message sa personnel or sa HR ng company nyo. Okay? And then shipboard safety management. So, kung marami kang mga barko, meron na ship 1, ship 2, marami yan, ship 3. So, depende yan. Usually, general yan lahat sa lahat ng barko. But you can change that, or the officers or the captain, chief engineer, and the officers can change or modify, pero dadaan pa rin yan sa ating shore-based professional functions and then sa shore-based executive management. Okay? So, shipboard safety management, ito yung functions and directions for ship operation, maintenance and administration, prepared by ship-based and shore-based management with active marine qualification. So, yung copy na yan ng ating SMS manual sa barko is nasa barko din. Okay? So, typical manuals for shipboard safety management system. So, meron tayong main shipboard safety manual. So, all about safety. So, meron tayong cargo handling manual, safety and health manual, contingency manual, and other mandatory manuals ng or for example, SOLAS or IMDG, or marami tayong mga mandatory manuals. So, these are the typical manuals for the shipboard safety management system. So, usually, dito tayo kumukuha ng information sa mga bagay-bagay. For example, sa di-deliver mo ng, for example, yung cargo mo is diesel engine. So, pag may problema ka sa cargo, so dito ka mag-refer sa cargo handling manual natin. Okay? Contingency manual naman is for mga emergencies. Diyan ka sa contingency manual. So, pag mga safety and health mga problems, so dito ka sa safety and health manual naman magbabase. So, dynamic elements. The SMS is a system that can be used in order to implement continuous improvement within the organization. So, in a safety management system, there are different tools to keep the system alive in a continuous improvement process. So, a continuous improvement process is depending on the dynamic elements, which are the review and the audit. So, meron tayong review or audit dyan sa barko. Usually, yearly audit yan, but some companies gumagawa ng every 6 months. Nag-audit sila, internal audit and external audit. Okay? So review. So, meron tayong management review, or yung magre-review is taga-opisina, and then meron din tayong master's review, or yung kapitan yung magre-review. So, the review is a formal evaluation by management of the status and adequacy of the safety management system in relation to safety policy and objectives. So, i-review ng master yung ating SMS. So, for example, ginagawa yan every year ng company. So, or every contract ng kapitan. Every contract ng kapitan, magkakaroon siya ng master's review, or every 3 months ba yan, or depende yan sa company. And then, magkakaroon ng master's review, and then i-check niya kung may mga bagay-bagay na dapat bang baguhin sa SMS, kailangan bang i-update, kasi usually, for example, sa atin, ngayon is mostly digital na, mostly online na. So, hindi pwede na yung SMS mo is naka-base pa rin sa lumang style, or yung mga hindi pa parang luma na, yung hindi na nakakaabot pa sa technology or nakakahabol sa technology. So, kailangan mag-adjust ka rin. Okay? So, yun yung mga pwedeng i-change, and then pwedeng meeting yung whole crew ng barko, and then para baka may pwede silang sabihin na adjustments. And then yung review na yan is ipapasa ng master or captain, ipapasa niya dun sa management, and then i-review ulit ng management. Next is audit. So, audit, meron tayong internal audit and external audit. So, an audit is a systematic and independent examination to determine whether safety activities and related results comply with planned arrangements, and whether these arrangements are implemented effectively and are suitable to achieve objectives. So, sa mga audit naman, dito natin makikita kung i-implement ba talaga ng barko or ng mga tao sa barko or ng crew yung SMS. Kung may sa implementation siya naka-base. So, kung yung plan nila, arrangements, or yung plano nila is nasusunod ba. And then, effective ba yung implementation? and na-achieve. Okay, so sa audit natin is makikita kung na-achieve ba natin yung ating mga objectives. So kung effective ba yung implementation o hindi. Okay, next. Dynamic elements. Oops. So the office. Yung office is nasa, for example, yung office natin is sa Manila. So sila yung gagawa ng internal audit, management review. And then sa mga barko naman, dun sa laot, meron tayong master's review. Then, yung taga-office is sasampa sila ng barko, magkakaroon sila ng, magkakandak sila ngayon ng internal audit. And then yung external audit naman is, for example, yung DNV or yung mga malalaking okay, example natin is DNV or Det Norske Veritas from, I am not sure, parang sa Europe yata yung DNV. So maggagawa sila ng external audit. So external kasi galing sila sa separate entity sila. So hindi sila from the same company. So yung external naman audit is yung DNV sa sampa ng barko, and then i-check niya kung yung mga yung SMS mo is tama ba, kung nasusunod ba yung mga implementations and effective ba. So that's how it works. So depende sa barko, usually sa nasakyan kong tanker is 2 times, I'm not sure, it's iba pala yun. So from Chevron yung nag-audit or nag-evaluate ng barko, and then every 6 months siya sumasampa ng barko, i-check niya kung walang problema. Okay, continuous improvement progressive levels of safety performance. So dito mo ma-check kung yung safety level mo ba is tumataas o nag-improve ba over time, or baka naman bumababa naman siya. So ang purpose ng ating SMS is to improve continuously. So improve lang ng improve hanggang ma-reach mo yung, actually walang maximum yan, pataas ng pataas talaga yan. So International Safety Management ISM Code Resolution V41-18. So the ISM Code, the Marine Safety Committee 63 and the SOLAS Conference decided 24th May 1994 on a new Chapter 9 of SOLAS, which makes the ISM Code mandatory to all ships above 500 gross tonnage, regardless of the date of construction, as follows. So all passenger ships, including high-speed light craft, regardless of size, not later than 1st July 1998. So oil tankers, chemical tanker, gas carriers, bulk carriers, and cargo high-speed craft of 500 gross tonnage and over, not later than 1st July of 1998. So yung luma pa dyan, so hindi kasama sa ISM na ito. So other cargo ships and mobile offshore drilling units of 500 gross tonnage and over, not later than 1st July 2002. Okay, so questions. So in the following pages, you will be asked some control questions. I hope you will answer this, and then message mo na lang, gawa kayo ng write it down on a yellow pad paper, and then write your name, syempre, your name, your year and section, and then the date, and then write down the questions first, and then your answer. So that's ganun.